It's going to be a demo of mobile UI automation using Selenium, Appium, and Sauce. So we're going to set up our Selenium grid to get started. We have our Appium server here. Our Appium server is starting off with the capabilities here. So this is our nodeconfig.json where we're saying which devices we're supporting and which versions. And our Selenium hub should have gotten the registration from Appium. So let's take a look, make sure it's there. We're here. So we have both of the devices registered now. This is the automation dev environment. It is running on a Sinatra server. And we're using Rake to run our specs. And the specs are written with Selenium WebDriver and Appium. So it's pretty much language agnostic. We'll go ahead and run our test. Our simulator should be starting up. Okay, here's our simulator. So what's happening is we sent our test case with the capabilities here. So we're requesting an iPhone simulator, which is an 8.1, and the application is hosted on S3. Selenium is going down or downloading it, installing it on the device, and now running the test.rb spec that is in our specs file. It'll run one test or many tests or the whole directory. Now it's just going through and sending a couple messages. And this is all being ran locally. Here's our console, saying the commands, Appium, instruments in the device. And the session's done. So we have one run, 0 failures, and the test is completed. Next up, we're going to be working with a remote server and also using a remote service to run that same test case. We're going to sign into Sauce here. So our server is currently hosted on Heroku, but can be hosted anywhere. So right now we're SSHing into it. And these are the logs for our server, and we're going to do the same thing. So I cut a bit out here. It takes a bit to load sometimes, and I didn't want to keep it waiting. But this is what the results look like on the test we just ran. We'll see it passed here, and we have a nice little video we can play. We can see our application loading and the test case being ran. Make sure it all looks okay. Let's just see it load up, go through the motions a little bit. Okay, skip forward here or there. See the messages are sending. Oh, looks good. Over here we can see the commands that were sent during that test case. And we have our logs where we can hopefully catch any exceptions during our test. And extra data here, which gives a little bit more about the environment. And it's pretty much a quick overview of Sauce, Appium, and Selenium, both locally and remotely.